Hello and welcome to the Theimpactplay, the premier source for discussions, reviews, and so much more. My name is Muhammad and I'm your host and producer here on the Ones and Twos. We are the simple hope for the marginalized, giving voices to the voices, showing their stories to the world. Make sure to subscribe to us over on YouTube, youtube.com/@ Theimpactplay. Zero going to be to hit the like button, hit the notifications bell so you don't miss a beat. And also don't forget to hit the subscribe as well. So no matter however consume us or whatever consume us, we are there. Your support is what keeps the lights and mics on, keeps us doing what we do best. You can learn more by visiting Theimpactplay.com/support for more. To support us even further than everyone else. So go above and beyond that. That's the site you want to go to Theimpactplay.com/support. We are Epic Partners. Every purchase you make with the Epic Game Store, when you use that credit code at the Theimpactplay, help support us in brand new ways and no added cost to you. Once again, the credit code is the Theimpactplay. So use that when you're buying anything directly, Fortnite, Fall Guys, and so much more in the Epic Game Store. So we got a little amount of good amount of news to discuss, but before we get into that, here's our words from the sponsors. Do you want to hear more about us, the content and the coverage we're working on? Be sure to go to theimpactplay.com and scroll down and you can check out the rest of our shows. So we have the Theimpactplay for covering technology and video games, the Theimpactplay screenplay for covering film and television, and even we have the Theimpactplay's cover play for our showcasing and highlighting our event and show coverage and so much more. You can also book us to cover your latest Atlanta event, whether it be an event, a showcase, and so much more. Simply click on the booking us, it'll take you to our booking page, some of the services we do offer. You can either send us a WhatsApp, a message on WhatsApp, or even an email as well. You could even check out our past coverages as well while you're at it. If you want to hear more about me and the content that I'm doing and the coverage that I'm doing, you can visit my new show, The Commander Play, by visiting thecommunity.com for Commander, playthroughs, and discussions around Magic the Gathering. You can check us out on YouTube, on Spotify, and so many other platforms as well. In a world where we have less time than ever, sitting reading books, whether it be digital or physical, you can listen to audiobooks with Audible, the most efficient way of consuming books in the modern era. Consider it for free, day-to-day trial, and immediately get access to 1 credit. But if you have Amazon Prime, you get double that, and it's 2 credits, good for any premium title. Simply go to audibletrial.com/Theimpactplay. Once again, that is audibletrial.com/Theimpactplay. Alrighty, folks, we are back. Before we actually begin, I need a quick pick me up. Oof, sprayed a little bit all over, but it's fine. I try my best to avoid these. I don't drink these whenever I feel like I want to drink it, whenever I need it, whenever I just need a quick boost. And I don't even drink it all completely. This will last me about 2 or 3 more times. This entire can. All right. So let's see what we got. We're done for the doc for now. So let's begin with the show, the news topics that we have. All right. So first up, we have Intel has announced a solution for CPU crashing and instability problems. Claims elevated voltages are the root cause, and a patch is coming mid-August. So this is coming over from Tom's Hardware. So the company will issue a microcode update to address the issues by mid-August, ostensibly ending the long running saga that began when the first reported cases were all the way back in December of 2022. What we have here? So the update will not repair an impacted processor, but Intel has also confirmed that the issue was via the oxidation in its 7 nanometer node, but said those issues were corrected back in 2023, but didn't contribute to the failures. And Intel's advisory says an enormous CPU microcode is the root cause of the instability issues. In August, the patch will be distributed through iOS updates from the motherboard's OEMs and via Windows updates. So the timing for the update could vary. Excuse me. Right. But Intel did advise that you could seek help from customer support to go about getting a replacement for your impacted CPUs. So Intel has pledged to grant RMAs to all impacted customers. So They're they're literally on the right side of this. All right. Next up, we have the Verge reporting, giving us an update, I should say, in regards to the CrowdStrike Microsoft outage, that worldwide outage, I should say, that did take place not too long ago. So Microsoft is still helping CrowdStrike clean up the mess that kicked off a week ago when over 8 million PCs went offline due to a buggy update. And we have a little more of an update of what actually caused this. So, like I said, it was an update that caused this issue that had the bug, but they also had some testing software in place to mitigate these type of issues. But the testing software itself also had a bug in it, so that's why they didn't detect it. And also the software does run at the kernel level. The core part of the operating system has unrestricted access to system memory and hardware. This means anything that goes wrong with CrowdStrike app, it can take down Windows machines with the noted blue screen of death. So their Falcon software uses a special driver that allows it to run at a lower level than most apps, so it can detect threats across the Windows system. Microsoft tried to restrict their parties from accessing the kernel back in Vista in 2006, but was met with pushback from cybersecurity vendors and EU regulators. However, Apple was able to lock down its Mac OS back in 2020, so the developers can no longer get access to the kernel. Now it looks like Microsoft might follow suit and actually restrict the kernel inside of Windows. So this way this doesn't happen again. So, we have a little bit of an update. An Apple related, iPhone related type of thing. So we already know that Samsung Galaxy Fold and the Flip, they had foldables over 6 years, so over 6 generations. So we're in the 6th generation of the foldable, the folds and the flips. So the folds essentially being the opening horizontally, and the flip flipping vertically. So it looks like Apple could be making a foldable in 2026. We'll see how this fares. But not vertically, like the way I'd hope, but a flip essentially, like the Galaxy Z Flip, horizontally. So this is coming over from the information that they reported that Apple was in early stages of developing two upcoming foldable iPhone prototypes. But looks like Apple may have settled on a design. They're saying that the internal nickname V68 indicated the idea has moved beyond that conceptual phase and is now in development with suppliers. Apple is reportedly working to flatten the crease that appears when the iPhone is folded, and is also attempting to make the device thinner. So we'll see how this fares. Right, next up we have an update coming from Engadget regarding Meta's AI. It is coming to Quest headsets in the US and Canada in August. So Meta AI is going to replace the current technology used for voice commands on the Quest. That's essentially the update. And it's not yet. It's also available in Spanish, Portuguese, French, and more languages as well. And speaking of Meta, the Llama 3.1 is their latest salvo in the battle regarding an AI update. So it's the latest version of its large language model that the company claims now rivals competitors from OpenAI and Anthropic. The new model comes just 3 months after Meta originally launched Llama 3 by integrating it into Meta AI. Meta did say that the new model called Llama 3.1405B is the first openly available model that can compete against rivals in general knowledge, math skills, and translating across multiple languages. The model was trained on more than 16,000 NVIDIA H100 GPUs, currently the fastest available chips that cost currently $25,000 apiece and can beat rivals on over 150 benchmarks, rather they claim. So the 405B actually stands for 405 billion parameters. So developers can now download YAML 3.1 from the official website, which I will share with you in chat now. For those of you that are interested, that are watching us live, there you go. And Meta's AI models are open source, so anybody can modify them for free without sharing personal data with Meta. FYI. All right. Let's see. We have a little bit of a robot update. Well, in the cleaning robot franchise, known as iRobot. So they have a new iRobot, a new machine, I should say, a new product in the midst, coming soon. So they did unveil its most advanced and expensive robot vacuum yet. It's dubbed the Robot Combo 10 Max Robot plus Auto Wash Dock that automatically washes and dries the mopping pad, something you had to do manually on all its previous iterations. And it is going to be cost you a $13.99 USD. Let's see, cleaning robot. Let's see. So the robot can store dirt in the reach for up to 60 days before emptying, and the mopping pad and self-cleaning tank can hold up to 7 days of water. Apparently on paper. Let me see what else is there an update for you. No, that's about it. So good for dirt, for debris. Clean the way you like. Apple Home compatible, and they're committed to data privacy and security. So pricing does start at $13.99 at iRobot.com. You could pre-order it now on the US and Canada, and shipments begin in August. And as for Europe, it's going to be available. You can pre-order now, and internationals will follow suit as well. All right, we have a little bit of update regarding the PSVR 2 opening up to PC. Well, it kind of did. Let's see. So according to a new Steam listing, there is a app. Give me 1 second. Let me load this app. Oh. So this is coming over from Steam directly. So this was available August 6th. Release date is August 6th. Enjoy VR games and apps on Steam with PlayStation VR 2. Install a PSVR 2 app to use PSVR 2 on your PC. Set up your PSVR devices to keep the firmware for PSVR 2 headset and PSVR Sense 2 controls up to date. Enjoy, update the firmware, just settings for your PlayStation VR 2 from the Steam VR dashboard. Click setting and play area brightness. You need to follow to start with the app, the headset, the controllers via Bluetooth, and the PC adapter. To play VR games and apps on Steam with PSVR 2, PSVR 2 app needs to be installed on your PC. Keep the app installed even after the initial setup is complete. So just a heads up. Is that all that we need to know regarding this? So the adapter will cost you $59.99 for the adapter. Okay, we have a little bit of a partnership between Roblox and the US Olympics, not the Olympics, for a new in-game experience. It's called Team USA Ultimate Obby from NBC Universal and the US Olympic and Paralympic Committee. And over the maps explorer, you can race with friends, watch Olympic highlights, meet professional athletes. Well, yeah, Roblox is like it's not a stranger to these types of collabs and these types of experiences. I did iHeartRadio before, I did Pandora, and did so many others as well. Chipotle was one. All right, let's continue. So we have The Blizzard's World of Warcraft development team has unionized, which is good. You should always unionize. That's always your right. So, it's the update that we have for you. Okay, we have, and the reason why you unionize to prevent stuff like this. Indie game publisher Humble Games has reportedly has laid off some staff. About a little over 30 people has been laid off from the indie game publisher, and this both came from GameSpot, by the way. According to a now former Humble Games senior quality assurance analyst, their entire team was let go. Another employee who was a producer was also currently being laid off. And then in a statement shared with GameSpot, Humble Games confirmed that Humble Bundle will have no impact on its operations. Additionally, ongoing and upcoming games from Humble Games will still move ahead and be published by the company. So Humble Games is a separate publishing arm of digital storefront Humble Bundle. Most companies are owned by Ziff Davis but operate as a separate entities. Just a heads up. And so the way you unionize, sometimes to protect yourself from being laid off. Also, you might strike as well. So we have video game actors, video game voice actors who are members of the SAG-AFTRA are officially going on strike. In a press release, SAG-AFTRA did announce that its video game voice actors will go on strike beginning, technically yesterday at 12 a.m. on Friday, which is yesterday. This vote comes after a year and a half of negotiations between game companies and workers that have not resulted in a deal. The main reason for the strike says that video game companies have not come to an agreement with actors over regulated generative AI in their projects. So we're not going, quote unquote, we're not going to consent to a contract that allows companies to abuse AI to the detriment of our members. Enough is enough. When these companies get serious about offering an agreement our members can live and work with, we will be here ready to negotiate. This is according to the SAG-AFTRA president, Fran Drescher, said in a press release. 18 months of negotiations have shown us that our employers are not interested in fair, reasonable AI protections, but rather flagrant exploitation. We refuse this paradigm. We will not leave any of our members behind or wait for sufficient protections any longer. So that's why you unionize. Okay, next up we have looks like Epic is going to be following Microsoft suit, launching a mobile app store of their own. So, and the reason why, because the publisher did pull their games from the Samsung Galaxy Store due to side-loading settings. This is coming from games industry. That's biz. On both iOS and Android. In an announcement, the publisher said it would be ending distribution partnerships with mobile stores that serve as rent collectors without competing robustly and serving all developers fairly, even if those stores offer it a special deal on its own games. Epic also revealed it would be removing Fortnite and all other titles from the Samsung Galaxy Store due to the company's decision to block side loading by default on Samsung devices. It also cited on a claim that Google's proposal to Samsung to restrain competition in the markets for Android app distribution as the reason for this decision. The publisher announced that its mobile games will be available on Alt Store on the iOS side and the European Union and at least 2 other third-party stores in the near future. It confirmed that its own storefront will have the same terms as its PC digital storefront, and that developers will be subject to the same 12% fee for processing payments, with no fee if they use a third-party payment system. So the Epic Game Store will launch in the EU on iOS and Android sometime this year, and on iOS in the UK during the second half of 2025. So we have a little bit of update regarding Steam demos coming over from GameSpot. So, Valve has unveiled changes to how demos work on Steam, as companies aiming to make them easier to discover. Companies will see demos redesigned to be more like standalone titles on the platform, giving them their own store page separate from their main games hub. The benefit to this is that the demo page can contain separate screenshots, trailers, and details on these slices of the full game to help set them apart, give potential players more accurate information. You'll also be able to add demos to your collection without needing to then download it straight away, and when it's uninstalled, it'll also be removed from your library. And according to Valve, the changes are driven by developers and player feedback. Players can expect to receive alerts for demos of wishlist games. Pages for demos will include buttons to install the content, user reviews, and be redirected to the game's main page. Valve also plans to list demos more frequently on Steam's most visited pages. The company also clarified that the Steam icon for the game demo is not based on a dinner plate, but instead of the ancient CD-ROM technology. So that's just a heads up. So we have an update regarding the Assassin's Creed Shadows. I don't know why they decided to put this update. But we have a summary on IGN. So, the Ubisoft development team working on Assassin's Creed Shadows has posted a public message on to Japanese fans on Twitter, or X, which explains the project stands on historical authenticity and also apologized for promotional materials that have caused concern among the community. The 4-page message posted in both English and Japanese explains that Assassin's Creed Shadows is not intended to be a factual representation of history. They never did. That's how these games started. It's maybe based or inspired by history, but it's not its actual representation. Call of Duty is the same way. It may be based on history, but it does its own thing. And the whole reason why this apology takes place to silence, I don't know why they decided to even give them any attention at all. But those who say the main protagonist, Yasuke, the whole reason because he's a black man. Essentially, that's the only thing it comes down to, race. Because oh no, he never was a big samurai. Okay, but he was still a part of history. And at the end of the day, it's inspired. Doesn't mean it's an actual representation of history. Plain and simple. It's a video game. You want to learn about history? Learn about history. Google. Do your things. Do your actual due diligence and actually do research. If it is in history. But no, a lot of these negative comments and saying that it's literally a cover saying that the Yasuke was an important part of Japanese history, even though they're not Japanese themselves, not even affected them in any way. They wouldn't even buy this game to begin with, even if he wasn't black. If he was white, they would have said nothing. But there's not just one protagonist; it's two. Like literally. But they just pretty much disguise this as not using they haven't used the permission for a flag from let me see, what does it say? They even apologize in regards to historians that they recognize that this has made mistakes by this sustained efforts. We acknowledge that some elements in our promotion materials have caused concern with the Japanese community. Apologies for what? We already know. It's a factional representation of history. No, not factional. No, fictional. But yeah, like literally. Okay. We have Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 is now available on Call of Duty Game Pass for you to download. This was made available on July 24th. So a couple of days ago. On, let me see, Game Pass for console, PC Game Pass, and Game Pass Ultimate. Alright, I can finally play zombies without actually rebuying the game, essentially. Okay. Next up, we have an update regarding Concord on, well, Sony's exclusive hero shooter. So it does cost $40, but will not have a battle pass. And it's set to launch on PlayStation 5 and PC in August. Firewalk developers took it to social media to answer some questions. This came from IGN. They have the summary as well. So apparently you own this Concord. Concord doesn't own you, but if it goes offline, that means we own you, right? Come on. Uh, so that's about it. Like literally. All right, Stalker 2 has been delayed yet again. This time by about 2 months, so the developer can fix apparently more and more unprecedented bugs. So the new release date is going to be November 20th of 2024. So Blizzard is apparently looking into bringing 6v6 back to Overwatch. Apparently, according to a blog post, it was removed with the launch of Overwatch 2, and now Blizzard plans to experiment with the mode once again. So we'll see. I don't know how they're going to fix it for the esports side of things, but we'll see. All right. So Valorant is now out on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S in open beta form, when it has announced, according to IGN. Microsoft's Valorant on console lets players shoot from the hip whenever they need to speed in moving both their camera and aim. But with the utilize focus mode whenever they need to pull off a precise calibrated headshot. So some of the agent abilities have been adapted for the new input controls, and various tunings around the board have all contributed to the team's number one priority, capturing the dynamic, basic, and mechanical expressing feeling of the original. Because of this difference, Valorant does not feature crossplay between PC and consoles. Crossplay is only available between PS5, Series X, and S. So maintaining the title's competitive integrity. So that's how it should be. That's how literally all these competitive should be, between PC and between consoles. Like, keep them separate. There's no reason for PC to compete with console. Like, it can't compete with console. High-powered PC. And apparently, Game Pass members will unlock every agent released so far. Those new additions on day one. And that's all right, folks. That's all we have to discuss. Let me check Twitter to see if we have any last minute discussions. And then check threads too at the meantime. So let's see. We have anything breaking worth discussing. Wait, hold on, I messed up. Threads.net. Okay, let me check Twitter. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I literally had that article. Where'd it go? That's why I check. That's why I check. I literally saw this earlier, and I'm pretty sure I didn't see it here. Unless I missed it. Let me see. No, I know I didn't miss it. Okay, nope. I didn't miss it. Let me go find it. Okay. Let me go to the Xbox Wire and get that article. That's weird. Yeah. And it's in my history too, so I've seen this. Okay, no, that's not the post I'm looking for. That was the previous post. I could go back. Hmm. Where are you, buddy? Nope. We talked about Stalker 2. How are you not here? Okay, let me see if I can find that. Give me a second. Okay, in the meantime, let's keep checking. We have a month until the Star Wars Outlaws release. The Olympics are live. Mortal Kombat 1 Chaos Reigns. Expansion is coming September 24th. New player characters include Noob Saibot, Kyrax, and Secto. Ghostface T1000 Terminator, and Koan the Barbarian. Okay, let's see. Yeah. The Xbox 360 store and marketplace is shutting down July 29th, so 2 days after this recording. So be sure to buy your latest games and what have you while you still can, before they'll be gone for good. Let's see. Nope. Hmm. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything else. Wait a minute. No, no, no. That's running another show. Okay, let me go find it. I gotta find that article. Okay, yep, I gotta go find it now. Okay, let me see. Did I post it somewhere else by mistake? I know I had it. No, it's not here. Okay, let me go find it. Go now. Yeah, that's fine. That'll work. So you already know that there is a Deadpool cheeky controller. And that was a controller that you could win. But now, Hugh Jackman, aka the Wolverine, got jealous. So there is a cheeky controller of his own. And what I found out also, they did him and Hugh Jackman did test out the controllers, and the cheeks are actually removable. There are magnets that are holding it in place. AKA where you store the batteries. I didn't think of that. And I thought it's something you could like actually clench, like it'll be like something soft or something. But no, it's just hard. But yeah, designed by Deadpool. So now that's gonna be it, folks. That's gonna be a wrap. Where is our thingy-majiggy? So thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate every single one of you. If you want the conversation, if you want to join the conversation offline, you can by joining our Discord server. So let's see. Let me show you what I'm gonna do. Instead of just talking about it, I'll do it here with you. Go to the theimpactplay.com. The Discord icon is where you want to be. Click on that. It'll take you to our Discord server where you can chat with the community, have respectful conversations, and what have you. Alrighty. So be sure to leave us a rating or review if that doesn't help us out a lot if you are listening to this on audio platforms, and help us level up on the charts, reach even more viewers, even more listeners, and help us reach. We're literally global, but we could reach even more people than we already are. So we are a global podcast. We have, I believe, over 40 countries worldwide listening to us here now, here live, whether it be on YouTube, on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and so many other platforms as well. I feel like I'm missing something. Oh yeah, you can join our ever-growing Discord community. We talked about that. I think that's about it. Yeah, so we're gonna wrap it up here now, folks. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Let's see. This has been a production by Theimpactplay. all rights reserved. Thank you guys so much. If you you did join us live, hit that like button, hit subscribe as well. If you did find us intuitive and knowledgeable, and also just a heads up, we're gonna have more reviews, more on box openings, more first impressions, and we're gonna have more. I'm working on interviews as well for the show. So once we do have something official, we'll do it here on the Theimpactplay, whether it be live or recorded, pre-recorded. Just so we have a lot of content coming up this week. I know we're on the weekend, but literally, we have a lot of content coming your way soon. So follow the Theimpactplay on all social media platforms. Simply go to the Theimpactplay, all one word, folks. And that's gonna be a wrap, folks. And that is a bit of a wrap. Let's go. Until next time.